Deep in the heart of South America, there lies a world that breathes. A vast green ocean of life that stretches across 9 countries. This is the Amazon rainforest, a place so immense, so powerful, that it shapes the very air we depend on. It's often called the lungs of the earth, and for good reason. This incredible ecosystem is responsible for producing a staggering 20% of our planet's oxygen. Every 5th breath you take, you owe to the Amazon. But this is more than just a forest. It's a living, breathing mystery, a repository of secrets as old as time itself. For centuries, adventurers and dreamers have been drawn to its depths, lured by tales of lost cities and untold riches. But beneath its dense emerald canopy, the Amazon hides far more than just legends. It conceals the remnants of forgotten civilizations, ancient secrets etched into the earth, and a dizzying array of species yet unknown to science. It's a world where the past is not dead. It's simply waiting to be rediscovered. As we peel back the layers of this ancient world, we find that the truth is often stranger and more fascinating than any fiction. With modern technology, we're beginning to see what was once invisible. High-resolution satellite images pierce through the thick foliage, revealing a landscape altered by human hands long ago. We see mysterious shapes and structures that defy easy explanation, perfectly straight lines that cut through the jungle for miles, intricate geometric patterns carved into the soil, and outlines that strongly suggest the foundations of sprawling lost cities. These aren't natural formations. They are the ghostly footprints of advanced societies that thrived here, a testament to a human history far more complex and widespread than we ever imagined. Could one of these discoveries be the real El Dorado? The legendary City of Gold, a myth that drove countless conquistadors to their doom, might not have been a city made of gold, but a civilization rich in culture, knowledge, and a sophisticated understanding of its environment. The geoglyphs and earthworks we're finding suggest a highly organized society capable of large-scale engineering and sustainable agriculture. Perhaps the real treasure of the Amazon isn't gold, but the wisdom of these ancient peoples, a wisdom we are only just beginning to comprehend. The forest was not an empty wilderness. It was a home, a garden, a metropolis. But the Amazon guards its secrets fiercely. This is a world of extremes where nature's power is on full display. It holds rivers that boil, like the Chene Timpica in Peru, a 4-mile-long river so hot it can cook any creature that falls into it. It's home to brilliantly colored frogs whose skin contains toxins potent enough to kill, a vibrant warning to all who cross their path. And hidden within its most remote corners are tribes who have lived in voluntary isolation for centuries, their way of life untouched by the relentless march of the modern world. They are the living keepers of the forest's ancient lore. To walk through the Amazon is to step into a sensory symphony. Every sound, every rustle of leaves, every distant call of an unknown bird, carries the memory of the ancient earth. The air is thick with the scent of damp soil and blooming flowers. The hum of insects is a constant pulsating rhythm, the very heartbeat of the jungle. When you stand in its silence, you can feel the weight of millennia. It is a profound, humbling experience. In these moments, you realize that the forest is not just a collection of trees. It is a conscious, living entity, and you are but a fleeting visitor in its timeless domain. Think about this. The Amazon is a living time machine. Its origins stretch back at least 55 million years. It has witnessed the rise and fall of dinosaurs, the shifting of continents, and the entire span of human history. The Great Pyramids of Giza, which we consider ancient, are mere infants compared to the Amazon. This forest is a library of biological history, with each species, each plant, each fungus representing a unique chapter in the story of life on Earth. To lose it would be like burning down the greatest library in the universe before we've had the chance to read all its books. And yet we are losing it. The sad, terrifying truth is that the Amazon is dying. Every single minute, a piece of this irreplaceable world, equivalent to several football fields, disappears. Deforestation, driven by logging, agriculture, and mining, is tearing holes in the green canopy. The fires that rage across the landscape are not just burning trees. They are erasing millions of years of evolution, destroying homes for countless species, and pushing the entire ecosystem towards a catastrophic tipping point from which it may never recover. The lungs of our planet are struggling to breathe. What happens if the forest falls silent? It's a chilling thought. If the Amazon dies, the consequences will be felt by every single person on this planet. Global weather patterns will be thrown into chaos. leading to more extreme droughts and floods. A massive store of carbon will be released into the atmosphere, dramatically accelerating climate change. Millions of species will be lost forever. If the Amazon, the source of 1/5 of our oxygen, can no longer breathe, the world as we know it will begin to suffocate. This is not a distant, abstract problem. It is an existential threat to us all. But in the face of this looming catastrophe, hope still lives. It lives in the unwavering spirit of the indigenous peoples who have been the guardians of this forest for generations, and are fighting on the front lines to protect their ancestral home. It lives in the dedicated work of scientists who are racing against time to understand the Amazon's complexities and find solutions for its survival. It lives in the passion of activists, policymakers, and ordinary dreamers around the world who refuse to stand by and watch it vanish. This is a global fight, and it's a fight we can still win. The fate of the Amazon is inextricably linked to our own. Its survival is our survival. We must recognize that this forest is not a resource to be exploited, but a sacred trust to be protected. We must support the efforts to preserve it, make conscious choices in our own lives, and demand that our leaders take meaningful action. The Amazon is a gift, a miracle of nature that sustains us all. When the Amazon breathes, the earth lives. Let's make sure it can keep breathing for generations to come. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of the Amazon. If this story moved you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into our incredible world. Your support helps us tell these vital stories. See you next time.